Hello and welcome to another episode of Techfanaticofficial cryptocurrency series, your guide to the Cryptoverse. Today, the market is not doing well. Bitcoin went down to 38K and Ethereum also went below the 3,000, I think 2,800. But the more it's going down, the closer we're going to get in the next few months to going up, basically, because there's a point where you cannot go beyond, given the adoption that we have in market. But because of that, I'm going to focus more on projects that have more use case, more potential, and they're going to have less, I guess, what you call hopium or something that's more fluffed. So today I'm going to talk about Jigen, which is a project that has something in real life. And the reason I'm wearing green also because I'm feeling bullish about this project. So they're basically a luxury NFT for the metaverse. And they're, as they say, they're the first NFT gateway for fashion and luxury items in the gaming ecosystem. And I'm just going to open the light paper to give you an overview instead of going through everything. So they're the first NFT gateway for the fashion and luxury item. They're focused on building their own brand. They're focused on having exclusive NFT drops via their own launchpads. And they also want to have their own custom NFT for the companies and projects. So that's going to solve some of the problems that you see for fashion and branding space using blockchain technology. And it's going to have a lot of use cases. So if you, I'm just going to open this as well, just to show you. So by having the NFTs, you can have a few advantages. One of them is you're going to have avoiding counterfeiting because they're going to be verified on blockchain. You can unlock the liquidity on blockchain for people to invest in those fashion and luxury items rather than just having the fiat on ramp. You can also have applications on NFTs and DeFi to be connected in the luxury marketplace. And you can have your wearables in real life, but you can also have them in the metaverse. So imagine having a watch that you already have in real life and bringing that to your character in a metaverse space. So that's the next step that you can have with an item in real life and bring it to the metaverse. And also, of course, the digitization means you can track the entire life cycle of a product. Another part that I like about the advantage is, think of it, for example, you want to buy a very popular shoe, or there's a new phone coming out, something luxury coming out that's usually you have to queue up outside, or you have to even pay people to queue up for you. You don't need to do that. You can do it from the comfort of your home, and you can use the Launchpad functionality of NFTs, purchase that NFT, and then go and redeem it in real life, or they can even deliver it for you. So this is another advantage to see. Now, the reason that's why the use of blockchain in supply chain is really important, not only for the counterfeiting, but also for authenticity and uniqueness for luxury items. So that's one thing that's a unique selling point, and it actually brings these NFTs into life. And also some of these products right now, like you go to some shops, they have a like a, I don't know, a Gucci brand. They might have a store in, for example, Italy, but they don't have that store in an Asian country, and people want to buy it, for example. Using this NFT function, it's global. There's no geographic, there's no political restriction, and users can purchase it and go and redeem it. And also, of course, you have that avatar and metaverse space. Now, they have an ecosystem. Basically, the NFTs on the platform are backed by the real life assets, and they have digital certificates that's going to use and be used as a proof of authenticity. So as a customer, you can have the ownership guaranteed on the blockchain. You don't need to get that proof of authenticity physical paper, because you already have it as an NFT item, and verified by the company as well. And using that blockchain explorer, you can always search and you can see who's the owner by wallet address. At the same time, it helps the owner be anonymous in case it's a really expensive item and they don't want to be known, except the company that they purchased it from, or the brand they purchased it from. Now, the smart contract also has a claiming function, right? So you can always claim your product whenever you want using your own wallet address. And as they say, instead of using the transaction hash with the claiming process, you can also allow users to speculate on the NFT status. They also have RFID to make sure they're combating the counterfeiting that happens a lot in the luxury fashion space. So that was the other item. And then they have the custom NFTs, as you can see. So you can have it on for your glasses, for your bags, for your sneakers. And then these items, you can have it in the metaverse. Imagine your character carrying the in real item also in the metaverse. Their goal is to become the premier brand for the metaverse space and bring the latest trends and fashion brands basically into Cryptoverse. That's really awesome. And in terms of the use case, as I mentioned, what you can do is you can trade your NFT in the secondary market. So you don't need to go via store. You don't need to go to eBay or some other websites to sell it. You can go to OpenSea and sell your NFT, and people trust that this is a authenticated product, and they just have that NFT instead of you going to anything outside to use e-commerce, for example. And also, of course, as I mentioned about Metaverse, which is a big thing right now, they're going to be able to flex that. And then you can claim it a physical version using the app that they have, and they can verify the NFT. They're going to be cross-chain. So they're going to be on AVAX, Polygon, Phantom, Binance, Ethereum, because of the EVM compatibility that these chains have. So it's not going to cost you a lot of money to basically have all the gas fee that you have to pay. Now, one of the other benefits they have is they're a first mover. You can comment on the description, but they don't have, I haven't seen any other project that goes into this depth in the luxury space for NFTs. They do partner with one or two, but not as I guess elaborate as Jigen. In terms of the ecosystem, as I mentioned, they have the flexibility, safety, and unique access to the ecosystem, and they have the guaranteed interoperability. Now, I would like to talk about the utility of the token as well as the tokenomics. So what I also like is you can see everything on the website, very simplified, but also on the white paper. Unfortunately, not all projects have this. Again, this is a good design. I like their website. So the token JIG or JIG is the core token for their ecosystem, and you get to use it for 3 different ways. You get exclusive access based on the amount of tokens you're holding. You get that access and privilege on their platform. You use it for staking. So if you're a holder, you can stake and be eligible for the rewards by farming Jigen. And this also helps with the circulating supply for the project and the growth of the token. And of course, in the future, if they have Launchpad, they're probably expecting you to stake some of their tokens. And then the governance also helps you vote for which brands, which products, what you expect to see in the future. 60% of the fees that they collect in the marketplace will be used for burning as well as buyback. So the price is going to continuously increase. Of course, depends on the fluctuation of the market, but from a certain point, it cannot go lower, basically, because of the deflationary nature that they have. In terms of the total supply, they have 100 million tokens. 10% is for the team, 5% is for the advisors, 16% is for marketing and dev, 12% for the treasury, 4% public sale, 6% seed sale, 22% private, staking for the future use, and liquidity 10%, pretty evenly balanced between different areas. Now, we know the tokenomics aspect, but let's see the pricing that they have sold the tokens as well. So, and it's going to be initially on Binance Smart Chain. And you can also swap the token at the rate of 1-to-1. So it is in Binance, but remember the marketing for NFT is going to be cross-chain. So let's have a look at the tokenomics in their fundraising. The seed round was 6 million tokens, or 5%. They sold them at 4 cents each. And the vesting that they have is 5% is going to be released on the token generation event. Then there's going to be a 1-month cliff and then a yearly release. So you're going to get your rest of the tokens 8% per month, basically, as a seed investor. As a private investor, they've raised a fair bit at 7.5% of the total token, which was the price of 6 cents, not a steep increase from the seed round. And there's also a 1 month cliff, same as the seed, but you get 7.5% on TG. So almost balanced basically compared to seed. And then you get your tokens faster over a 9 months period. At a public round, you basically buy it at 9 cents, which is double the price of seed, and a 50% increase, less than 50%, like 40% increase from the private round. And this is a 20% on token generation event, a monthly cliff for 1 month, and then released in 5 months. So there's an advantage to participate in public sales, especially getting 20%. You get more tokens than the other rounds, and you get your tokens faster, and the market difference is not huge. Now, what I like is the fully diluted market cap is 9 million, and the initial market cap is 400,000, including the liquidity that they're going to add to the token. So if you think about it, the fully diluted market cap in a project that was sort of advertised or developed in the bull market, it's not greedy. So that's what I like. I haven't seen projects under 20 or 15 million. So that's a breath of fresh air to have something at 9 million valuation, because even if they had a physical store of a luxury brand, it would be a few $1,000,000. So as I mentioned, the token release schedule for the team is 6 months cliff. Advisors have 3 months cliff. Only the investors are the people who are going to have access to the sale. Now, let's move to the roadmap. I'm going to look at the roadmap here because the website looks nicer. So in Q1 2021, they did the market analysis and the team was formed. In Q2, they ideated the platform. They started building development with brands and digital creators. In the Q3 2021, they had a website release. They had an MVP development for the fundraising. In Q4, they started having their marketing campaign, community awareness, and their partnership with NFT and gaming projects. In 2022, which is Q1 now, they are going to do the public launch and TGE, which I'm going to talk very quickly soon. They're going to have the first exclusive NFT drop. They're going to have staking and then physical product claiming. So everything is going to happen this month, this quarter, in the next 2-3 months. Q2 is going to be the multi-chain integration once the product starts working, governance, and the escrow platform. So almost everything happening very, very quickly. Now, in terms of their partners, in terms of their backers, let's deep dive into that bit. So let me find the team. So the team first, they have Nicolo and Filippo, and they have a few other members. So they are the co-founders of the project, and they're more of entrepreneurs who work for brands like Gucci, and also investing in Bitcoin and Web3 projects, and using that fashion industry background in the luxury space. And they're obviously brother siblings, and it's interest in crypto. They started forming this project. They have a legal team who has a legal experience for over 15 years of the IP fintech law. Because of the sensitivity of this project, they need that. Then they have a public relationship manager who's focused on Asian market brands, because as you know, a lot of luxury brands right now are customized and sold. A lot of the European brands are sold in Asian market, especially Chinese customers. They have a product manager who is before also having experience in business development. And they have Sandeep, who works with different projects like TrustSwap as the advisor. So you see him a lot of places. And they have Max Dyer, who is the Atom Foundation and head of Launchpads for Gamestation. So he's pretty well known in the crypto industry. And in terms of the backers for the project, they've got X21, they've got MH Ventures, who are more, some of them are crowd pooling Vesper team. They've got Gamestation, as I mentioned before, dark pool liquidity, They've got FishDAO, they've got Oracle Investment Group. Again, some of them are more community-driven VCs. They've got Kangaroo Capital, which is the largest community-driven VC in Australia. They've got Fera Capital. They've got Synapse Network for the public sale and private sale. And they've got Oxbull as well as Gamestation. And they've got the backing of the Enjinstarter team. In terms of the KOL, they've got an active KOL group or key opinion leaders or influencers, such as CryptoFOMO, myself, and I think 50 other people. They've got Odiana as the backers and Astronaut, which they also did a sale there. And of course, Enjinstarter, which, I talk about them a lot as my favorite launchpad. So they've got a good mix of partnerships as well in the crypto space. And of course, I shouldn't forget about Ferrum. Ferrum is a pretty good one to have. Now, in terms of the social media, they've got 39,000 followers on their social media on Twitter, and they've got 11,000 at the Telegram when I checked, and they're active on Discord as well. So they're doing really well in terms of social media, and they've grown organically. I've been tracking them every month, every few weeks, just to make sure they're not botting it, and it's not. Now, you can see all the important news they have. They have a lot of Moonsheet, Gamestation, Astronaut, Oxbull, Enjinstarter detail of the Launchpads, and also in terms of the listing price. Now, I'm gonna give you a update, and also I'm gonna give you update on the launching details. So I have heard about them providing an update to me that I cannot provide the name of the company, but they're actually signed up with a real life sweater brand that's going to be used for their product, for that NFT market and authenticity to claim that product exclusively for Jigen. So what I'm trying to say is they're already having that partnership formed with a bullish project outside of crypto to start connection as soon as they go on launch, and they're going to show the use case. In terms of the Launchpad, moving into Launchpad, they're launching on multiple. As I mentioned, Gamestation, they're launching on Astronaut, they've launched on a few others, but and Synapse. But what on Oxbull, what I'm trying to say is they actually gonna launch on Enjinstarter as well, and the launch on Enjinstarter is gonna be on the 23rd of January. Hard cap is $100,000, and that's going to be at 9 cents, as I mentioned. Binance US dollar, raising in Binance chain and receiving it also in Binance chain, basically. So to participate in this, you need to hold either for the lowest tier 25,000, for the next tier 100,000, and for the next tier 500,000 to get the tokens to participate. And you need to finalize your KYC. Now you can stake your tokens on Enjinstarter, or you could potentially just have it on your wallet for now, but from the 1st of Feb, it needs to be staked. So it depends on what you decide to do. Now, the launch is going to be on the 23rd, and then the token generation event for the project is going to be on 24th on PancakeSwap, 2 p.m. UTC. Now, remember, right now the market is a little bit, unstable. The price has crashed for almost every coin. So there is a chance maybe they change the date, but for now it's firmed up. They've announced that it's 24th. If it changes, it's for the better, I guess, because they want to launch in a more green market. But I guess they spent a lot of time and since last month, so probably they will still go ahead with the launch unless we have a really terrible day on the 24th. I hope not. It's a Monday. Usually Fridays are not good, like today. So in terms of the market sentiment, it's a real use case product. So if you're into NFT and Metaverse space, and if you're understanding the value of luxury items, because remember when the NFTs came, everyone talked about luxury, or you can use this as an exclusive NFT. Now this is becoming the real exclusive bag that you were thinking of as the Apple to Orange comparison. So I like the project. I think it's going to do well. I'm not going to speculate on the price. The market cap is low. The fully diluted value is low. So if you're an early investor in this project, you're not gonna, go wrong. Just make sure you don't invest at a really, high peak of the price. Thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Put a comment about what you think about the project. And also, if you have any question, let me know. And I have a contact with the team. I can always answer your questions. And I appreciate watching this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.